So I'm reading here that they are rebooting the Shrek franchise as well as Puss in Boots. So Shrek has recently risen back into pop culture memory, predominantly. Well, millennials, people roughly my age, a little bit older. Shrek came out when they were 6, 7 years old. Gets in there, a bit. But Shrek has become sort of a forefront in terms of popular mainstream meme usage with you know the biggest Shrek meme probably being just the ironic listing of Smash Bros. All Star. So my pitch here's my pitch for Shrek reboot. It's pretty simple. I've had this idea for quite a while, um, but with the popularity of films like Deadpool and the Lego Movie, sort of meta comedies and being aware of your audiences, which almost to the antithesis, you get something like Avengers: Infinity War being this giant geek crossover. So we've reached full Hollywood embracing these ideas that would have been pitched in message boards and comment sections of like Ain't It Cool News and stuff like that in the early 2000s. Are now films that really do exist. So I don't think it's so far fetched to get a meta comedy Shrek. So apparently they're bringing back the original voice cast being Cameron Diaz, Eddie Murphy, and Mike Myers as the titular Shrek character. But my pitch is essentially, so it's they're saying it's like a revival, soft reboot kind of thing. So that works definitely. So they can ignore or use as much continuity of the franchise as they want. But basically what I'm pitching is that they play up the meme factor. So they incorporate all of the memes from Shrek, do it very self-aware. You get somebody like Panic at the Disco to cover All Star, or like 21 Pilots or something, and you play it sort of like the Lego Movie or like a G-rated Deadpool. It's a pretty simple pitch in reality, and I know that anybody that knows what I mean by meta comedy can picture this idea. It's being made by the studio that did Despicable Me, which those are not very well. Minions. I've seen all of these movies. I haven't seen Despicable Me, but I've seen 1, 2, and Minions, and they're not particularly meta movies. Minions is moderately meta. There's some interesting stuff in that movie in terms of their use of history, which I will not get into. But yeah, I have a good feeling that like there's going to be a lot of like sort of like ironic like donkeys and get out of my swamps and stuff, and that is something I look forward to. And they're going to botch the absolute fuck out of it. And there's no doubt.